What's up, everybody? It is yours truly, the digital villain, as always. This is the intro because I guess whoever watches these videos for the first time still doesn't know who I am or who we are. I am here to invade your space and make what you think is real uncomfortable, because I am only here to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfort. Wow. Last thing we talked about was music, right? And how it truly has a spiritual essence involved, or I guess you would say ingrained in our DNA. It's something that we have been using, or we have been used by for centuries, for a long time. I'm not gonna go into the history of music, but let's just say vibration is everything since the beginning. And music allowed me, through my life, not just words, not just art in general, but specifically music, has allowed me to connect with people in many different ways. If we had differences, music connected us. Music was the bridge. Music became a religion for all of us around the world. No matter what genre of music it is the way for why I can't pronounce words? Oh, we're supposed to be quiet. I'm sorry, okay. She eating. Now she mad at me. She always got an attitude. Pussy always got a problem. Can't please her. So, what I'm saying is, music has always been a way for us to express. And with that vibration of emotion, we find again that balance of the masculine and feminine. Feminine being the feelings and the emotions of the creation of the song, right? And throughout my professional journey, I've experienced the masculine side of music, the business side. Okay, let's take away the machine of music. If I would give it a masculine aspect, that would be rhythm. And rhythm is from the heart, right? It starts in the feet, in the rhythm and the move of the dance. If you look at most, if not all, indigenous tribes, I don't want to be wrong, because I'm always trying to be right. If you look at most, if not all, indigenous tribes, there's a drum. There's a boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Timing. That's the masculine aspect of music. We know the rhythm and the timing. I'm still going to do a study, I believe, with some other scientific friends. Why is it that certain people don't have rhythm? Has nothing to do with skin color, bro. I've met people from all walks of life that they can't get the, I don't know what it is, but they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyways. And melodies. Those are the soft, the wind, the airy, the flowing, feminine touch to music. And then when you combine them together, which, remember, I said this, balance, everything yin and yang, everything is sex. All creation is sex. It's sex. It's the joining, the mutual. You got rhythm and melody. Those two elements are what create all forms of music that we relate to. Now, yes, there's many different types of music, but I think today, or this week, we're gonna touch on what inspired me. I was listening to classical music when I was young. I grew up in gospel, but I was really into classical music. I was into blues. I was into R&B. High school times and college, bro, I was even listening to metal. I was listening to metal. I listened to rock, AC/DC, all of those guys, but I was never really into rock and punk because the amount of genres and the style of expression wasn't it didn't move me. It didn't groove me. It wasn't until high school, maybe, that I actually was able, if not snuck, in a sense, was able to really listen to hip hop music. You know, it wasn't that my family was a little strict, but we weren't listening to secular music, right? My grandma would show me what she listened to in the 70s. My mom would show me what she listened to in the 80s. And to be honest, like friends around me, we were listening to what everyone else was listening to. Whether it was on the radio, whether it was what was popular dances. Hip hop music then became a form of expression for me, silently, that allowed me to take all of those different aspects of music, all of those different genres that I tuned into, and then create and formulate hip hop. If you listen and you do your research and study the originators, not this new shit they call hip hop. That's trap. It's just like hip hop has a bunch of different genres that we haven't tapped into. But the original, the beginning of hip hop, not hip hop. My friends in Poland call it hip hop. Hip hop. Hip hop, right? It was the combining of samples, different sounds, different drum beats, and taking pieces and pieces of everything around to combine something totally new. And then you had b-boying, emceeing, DJing, and graffiti. So you got 4 different elements. Again, guys, we're getting into the aspect of what we can relate to in this natural environment we call the third dimensional reality. Those 4 elements. So, my hip-hop journey, where we at, 7 minutes? My hip-hop journey in music, not just as a culture, but first the expression of music, was dancing. I was a choreographer, bro. I will never forget this to the day. Even when I die, it won't be forgotten. Me and my homies in Killeen, Texas at Shoemaker High School were the first ever boys dance crew called the Bandits. Hey, listen, look. My bad, relax. I know it's more of us here. If we can get 100 new subscribers by the end of this month, I will show you. If you don't find it on your own, I will personally show you the videos of when we were dancing in high school. So first, I started with b-boying. And then second, when I moved to New York, I got into graffiti. I wasn't so good at that. I wasn't so good at graffiti drawing. I had a book, but, I was just expressing myself, bro. I didn't have any fears of what to do. I wasn't following, but I was a part of a culture and didn't realize it. Huh? Even more interesting, I had a gospel background, so I listened to the music with a different feeling, with a different emotion, because in church, music and the choir and the band is what really drives the energy in the church. But the foundation is the word of God. My grandma will never let me forget that. So just letting you know, she tapped me on the shoulder, was like, don't forget to mention that. Once I was dancing, once I was doing graffiti, and then I became MC. Now, the transition to MC is very interesting. With all of those aspects, the first step for me to become an MC was to study. It was to study my environment. It was to pay attention to people. It was to listen. It was to absorb. Before you speak as an MC, you have to sit quiet, right. I don't even know the word right now. I can't think of the word. There is initiation? No, it's not the word. It's not the word, bro. Let's just move on. There is... I still can't... Why am I still trying to think of the word? This is the brain, bro. Brain, shut down, please. Thank you. We need to listen to whatever else is. There is a journey to becoming a true MC, a master of ceremony. Okay? Listen to those terms. Master of ceremony. Now, EMCEE, KRS-One presented. When I became an MC, this is when I saw and understood people in a whole different light. Dancing, I can escape. I am in the world of this moving, even if I'm giving a show, right? Graffiti, you can be totally silent. You can even be invisible. That's what I liked about being a graffiti artist. But emceeing, I had to formulate what related to the people and still find a part of me to write a story. MCs are historians. MCs are scientists. MCs are psychologists. They're hypnotherapists. MCs are many different things that you, yes, you, who might not understand hip hop, has yet to really, truly fathom. To get the core of an MC, this is where, again, I told you, science and spirituality in the middle is art. Bro, when I'm taking that energy into writing those lyrics, because a lot of people don't want to listen to lyrics, and I understand that. I'm okay with that. Even in Europe. Cool. It's okay. Europe has more of a melody with a simple drum, and it's very shamanic, and I love it. But the electronic music for me is like, all right, I got to be in a certain groove. But then if you get to the hip hop music, it has something, not just hip hop, excuse me, the American, the Western, has something different to it. There's a different kind of soul, right? And coming here allowed me to really balance that. So the MC in me traveling from one place that is different from the other place to a whole nother part of the world really gave me a lot of the tools I needed to write, to understand people, to deliver a story, to deliver patterns of words. They're not literal. A lot of this is metaphorical, allowing me to reflect on myself and see what I've done, who I am, and remind myself to believe in myself. That's what I loved about MCing. No matter how egotistical people might make it believe, you can rap those lyrics. That's what I want. I don't want you to think those lyrics are only about me. If you ever feel down, use the lyrics I write to build yourself up again. Yeah, the beat you're listening to now is by St. Elmo. So you see, like, he can be silent. That's his graffiti. Yeah, that's hip hop. You hear that? That's hip hop. But it's only 1 grain of salt compared to all of the salts that's in hip hop. This is a long episode. I think we're gonna go again in tomorrow, bro. I'm just trying to be, why I keep saying trying, fam? I'm being consistent as best as possible, all right? I just gotta jump in front of the camera and be myself, man. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. If I gotta do it every day, it take me 5, 10, 15 minutes and I'm back to work. All right, mate. I'm out of here. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. Right, mate? Cheers, eh?